you. You can put that on the floor if you want. Throw it, somebody. Hey, I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute, but we're gonna start in a minute.
Okay.
This is. Just wait until it's 7.
Expect him to stand in his hotel room.
I muted him for a second. Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right, let's start the regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, March 3rd, 2026. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Here.
Gainier.
Here.
Pearson.
Here.
Barron.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We have 4 present and 1 on the phone.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America. To the republic for which it stands. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Must be a little delay there. Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, February 17th, 2026, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the City Clerk.
Take a second.
Second.
Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anyone wishing to appear before the council? All right, then on to Commissioner Eichelkraut's report.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll dated February 27th, 2026, in the amount of $621,358.01 be approved and warrants issued.
Take a second.
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the bi-monthly expense report dated March 3rd, 2026, showing expenses in the amount of $810,339.39 be approved and warrants issued.
Take a second.
Second.
Commissioner Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of an amendment to the grant agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Illinois Department of Transportation regarding NCAT, which has been on file for public inspection since February 17th, 2026, be adopted.
I get a second.
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of an engagement agreement between the City of Ottawa and Whipley LLP for the fiscal year 26 audit be received and placed on file for public inspection.
I get a second.
Second.
Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Commissioner Eichelkraut, is there anything you would like to add?
I would like to thank you for taking the Business Development District off. Okay, I still have that opinion that raising the taxes would not have been good, and I appreciate you taking it off.
Thank you for that. On to Commissioner Gainier's report.
Moved by Commissioner Gainier that a resolution authorizing the execution of 2 maintenance agreements between the City of Ottawa and Altorfer Power Systems for generators for the fire station and North Water Tower, which has been on file for public inspection since February 17th, 2026, be adopted.
I get a second.
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Gainier that a resolution approving financing through PNC Equipment Finance to purchase a 2026 Fierce Enforcer PUC pump fire truck be adopted.
I get a second.
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut.
This is not the actual financing agreement. This is just merely a resolution to commit to financing it through PNC.
Roll Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the report of the police chief for the month of February. Squad car calls, 1,691. Arrest, including citations, 401. Sentenced to IDOC, 6. Transported to the county jail, 23. Juvenile referrals, 4. Peer jury, 1. Issued a notice to appear, 373. Ottawa Central Dispatch handled 686 911 calls. They also handled 3,913 administrative calls. Moved by Commissioner Gaynor that the report of Police Chief Michael J. Cheatham for the month of February 2026 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Pearson. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We had the report of the fire chief for the month of February. Number of bell alarms, 1. Number of still alarms, 31. Activated alarms, 26. Number of medic calls, 251. Mutual aid, 4. Number of patients, 218. Total calls for February, 309. Total emergency overtime, 9. Structure and contents loss was at 0. Vehicle loss was at $100,000. Total loss for February, $100,000. Total non-residents billed for medical services was 27. Moved by Commissioner Gaynor that the report of Fire Chief Brian R. Bresner for the month of February 2026 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Pearson. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Commissioner Gainier, is there anything that you would like to say at this time?
There is. As we all know, over the last week, I think we've all received an email from Arnie Banstra, president of the Canal Association, asking about rewatering the canal this year. Shelley was kind enough to send me the reports of what we've spent. It appears that we've spent upwards of almost $2 million on the canal rewatering project so far to date. As we'll all recall, Mayor Eschbach had the vision of putting water in the canal and brought a proposal before the council, of which I voted for. But this proposal said it was going to cost $600,000. At the time, I figured, well, it's probably not going to cost $600,000. It's probably going to cost a little bit more than that. But I no way imagined that we'd be sitting here today talking about $2 million spent on the canal. It has not worked properly since day one. It maybe looks good for a month, and then we have algae over almost the whole thing the rest of the year. At what point in time do we call this what it is, a failed experience, and move on? A failed experiment and move on. I think we're wasting good money after bad, and I think we should stop, my opinion.
I appreciate your opinion, and the vast majority of that $2 million was spent long ago. This last year, the cost was around $9,000 to $12,000 for what we did during that year. I
But it
think,
still looked like crap most of the year.
and there were problems with it. Some of it had to do with the responsibilities that were given to the Canal Association, of which we then said that you're not going to be doing that anymore because they were unable to maintain it to the level of which they had promised. Now, moving forward, as far as what we do, what we're going to do with it, it's going to continue to be much more scaled down, less than even that 12,000. I would argue the amount of just leaving it, I don't mean leave it as is, as how it's been the last couple of years, but to, with the knowledge that we've now received of filling it, making sure that it's the right algae blockers are put in and all that stuff, is no different than what the cost is going to be for us now to revert all of that property back to what it was prior to that, and then to maintain that and seed it and grass it and do all of that stuff. So as far as when you're, at 90%, 95% to the finish line of actually having something that would be an asset to the community, to now turn face over $10,000 or $12,000 and dump a bunch more money into reverting it back to a grass field. Now we're especially throwing good money after bad.
Well, I don't share your vision that it will be just $10,000 or $12,000 going forward. I think it'll be a lot more than that going forward, because we're going to find out that this $10,000 or $12,000 fix doesn't work also. And then how do we get by, and Christina, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the license agreement with IDNR does not allow us to do what the Canal Association wants to do on the water. I don't think it allows us to put anything on the water. It allows us to put water in the canal, and that's it, pretty much.
That's correct, along with ice skating was permitted under the lease.
So the boats that they've put in so far have been against the license agreement with IDNR, and if they want to continue doing that, we're against the license agreement with IDNR. So if they revoke that license agreement, we're back in the same thing. We got to put it back to the way it was before we even started this. I think it's, don't get me wrong, I thought it could work well, and I thought it could be a nice asset for the city. That's why I voted for it.
Well,
I was wrong.
so what I would say is, as opposed to making assumptions as to what it would cost one way or the other, would be to get a cost assessment as to what both of those would cost and make a better determination at that time. That seems to be a much better version than bringing up numbers from 7 years ago.
Well, but how do you, I mean, when something was projected to cost 600,000 and now we're nearing 2 million.
When
Yes,
you're saying,
a lot of projects go over budget. There's no doubt about that because there's unforeseen circumstances that happen, but not 3 times more than the original budget.
all of which were in the first 3 years of it.
Most of it was in the first 3 years of it,
Right.
but it still doesn't work. All that money was supposed to correct the problem, and it hasn't yet. I mean, I know we all follow the Facebook posts and everything, but every single solitary year, it gets complaints because of how it looks. I would rather have it look like it does today than how it looks with water in it and algae all over it, because it looks dirty. It looks messy. It does not. It does
Doesn't
not
have the
help
aesthetics
us.
that you
Yes, it's
were
not.
hoping for.
It's not, and it's not aesthetically pleasing to look at. That's correct. And it doesn't help us at all with tourism like it was supposed to have done. Could it, if it worked? Yes, but nobody wants to go out and even paddle around in something that's got algae all over it.
Well, like I said, I think probably what would be best at this point is to look at both, is to sit down and look at the numbers both with making corrections that would keep it so that you're not filling it and maintaining it to the level of where it is with,
Well, if we're
as a
gonna,
pond is what I would call it at this
if we're
point.
gonna
not-
do that, I would ask that we do not do anything in between.
Well, I think that would be understandable. So it's just a matter of getting those numbers together and going from there.
Thank you.
I mean, everyone knows that I agree with Tom. It was voted on right before I was sworn in my last term, and I've never been happy with anything with the canal, with the budget engineering, with everything that we've had to spend to fix everything that was going to save us money, which is what he's referring to. But yeah, there needs to be a bigger conversation because it smells bad. It looks bad, and now we have more property that we need to take care of, and we need a better plan going in of what we're going to do with the canal to make it aesthetic for the community, where it's not, when people walk by, look down and say, where's Shrek at? I mean, because it looks bad most of the time.
And I
So-
do want to be clear, when Marla said engineering, our engineer did not do the
Yeah, I
engineering
didn't
for
know. I
that
wasn't
project.
poking.
It was an outside firm that did that.
He has a look like, why'd you even bring my name up?
I
just
did
didn't want the
not.
public out there in TV land misconstruing who the engineer was. It was not our engineer.
It was not.
No, Tom, with respect, I would just say, I hear what you're saying, and I think probably the next step would be, as Marla is saying, to sit down and have a more in-depth conversation of looking at numbers going left or right and making a determination as to what would be the right course moving forward.
I can live with that.
Thank you. Where are we now?
Commissioner Pearson.
Commissioner Pearson, yes, okay. On to her report.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that a resolution authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Ottawa and LaSalle County for cape sealing of various city streets, which has been on file for public inspection since February 17th, 2026, be adopted.
I get a second.
Second.
Commissioner Gainier. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that a resolution authorizing a maintenance proposal between the City of Ottawa and Marseille Sheet Metal for the IVCC satellite building be received and placed on file for public inspection.
If I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut?
This is just maintenance that we always have on file.
Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that a resolution requesting permission from the Illinois Department of Transportation to temporarily close southbound LaSalle Street from Washington Street to Center Street and portions of various city streets on Saturday, May 9th, 2026, and closing Alvin Stephen Drive on Friday, May 8th, 2026, for the Run Star Rock Country Marathon be adopted.
If I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier?
Go ahead.
I would just thank you for this, for putting this on file, and my corporate counsel just told me I'll be abstaining from this vote as president of Run Star Rock Country, but I do appreciate it. I'll say that our numbers are over 100 people higher than it was this time last year, which is a good indication of the race growing, since I think we had like 800 or 900 runners in total of the 4 races last year. So the fact that we're already that much over, this should be a pretty big year that will bring a lot of people into our community.
So if the mayor abstains and 2 of us vote no, it doesn't happen, huh?
I guess then I won't have to volunteer that day.
Oh, boy.
Careful, Tom. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Abstain.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that a resolution authorizing the execution of a design and engineering inspection services agreement between the City of Ottawa and Renwick and Associates Incorporated for the 2026 curb replacement project be received and placed on file for public inspection.
I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut? Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that a resolution authorizing the execution of a maintenance engineering agreement between the City of Ottawa and Renwick and Associates Incorporated for the 2026 street maintenance program be approved and be received and placed on file for public inspection.
I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, or, I'm sorry, Commissioner Gainier?
It's one of
Roll
those
call.
days. Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything that you'd like to add?
Nothing tonight.
Then I am going to add again that Commissioner Pearson and Commissioner Barron do volunteer at this marathon every year. So I expect to at least see you, Tom. Wayne's not going to get up that early, but
Oh, wait, I have dished water out before.
All right.
I
I
think
have
Sunrise Rotary is going to
Perfect.
do a water spot, so I will
Great.
be at that water spot.
thank you so much. It's appreciated. Commissioner Barron, there's nothing on your agenda. Is there anything you'd like to add?
It's hot down here.
Okay. Thank you very much. On to my report.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of Registrar Shelley L. Rolson showing 28 death certificates filed and $2,382 in certified copies fee, both for the month of February 2026, be received and placed on file.
I get a second? Commissioner Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of the Parking Administration Department showing fines collected of $2,260 for the month of February 2026 be received and placed on file.
I get a second.
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the report of the building official for the month of February. There were 9 building permits issued with fees totaling $4,293.50. Total number of on-site building inspections, 39. There were 3 sign permits for $76, 5 fence permits for $250, 6 new business registrations for $700, 7 waste hauler registrations for $3,300, 13 general contractor licenses issued for $1,300, 39 electrical licenses issued for $9,750, 3 electrical permits for $700. Total number of on-site electrical inspections, 21. We had 8 people take our electrical exam for $2,040. Our plumbing inspector did a total of 22 inspections. Our code enforcement officer did 188 inspections, and our construction coordinator did 89 inspections, for a total of permits and licenses of 91, with fees collected of $23,009.50. Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of building official Matthew W. Stafford for the month of February 2026 be received and placed on file.
I get a second.
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance establishing a temporary moratorium on data centers in all zoning districts in the city of Ottawa be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson? I just want to say that this is a very temporary moratorium, just so we have time to put an ordinance on file. Right now, we don't have anything. We just think it's prudent to have something in place so that with all of the pros and cons that people are debating in the state of Illinois as to whether or not this is something you want in your community, we make sure that we can at least put in some guardrails to protect the people in our community should we get a viable candidate for one of those mega centers. We've had brief discussions with some of the micro ones, and our economic development director, Dave Noble, has reached out to let them know that this is a temporary one, just so that we can kind of put some guardrails into place and make sure that we're protecting everyone until we get that full ordinance, of which corporate counsel is working on currently.
And I would just ask that that ordinance not be so restrictive that it scares any development away from the city.
I would concur with that. I think it's more of just to allow us to be in the conversation, because the way our zoning is currently stipulated, there's very little regulation we would have once they get an approval, once any company would have the power approval that they would need, which we don't have anything to do with. So this is more to make sure that we can have some input into that conversation legally once we were to have someone come and ask us about it. So, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a renewal agreement between the City of Ottawa and Civic Plus LLC for the city's website, which has been on file for public inspection since February 17th, 2026, be adopted.
Can I get a second? Commissioner Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a fireworks display agreement between the City of Ottawa and J&M Displays Incorporated for the 2026 4th of July fireworks, which has been on file for public inspection since February 17th, 2026, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a collective bargaining agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Police Benevolent Labor Committee. I guess I gotta change that, sorry about that. Be received and placed on file for public inspection. I forgot we were replacing it on file due to changes in the appendix.
I was going to make sure, because it's on the agenda, it says that we're authorizing it, and it is being placed back on file because there was a financial change into it. And so
Correct.
therefore, we're re-voting on it, and then we'll vote on it, hopefully for the final time on the 17th.
Need a second.
Second.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of 4 annexation agreements between the City of Ottawa, Timothy and Catherine Guarini for 2033 Caton Road, Bill Bazinski for 2219 Boyce Place, Guy and Lana Runyon for 2921 East 1989th Road, and Adam Schott for 2918 East 1989th Road, be received and placed on file for public inspection. Be it further moved, a public hearing be set for these annexation agreements for Tuesday, March 17th, 2026 at 7:00 p.m. in council chambers.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of the Plan Commission meeting held on Monday, February 23rd, 2026, considering the conditional use permit for a drive-through facility from James Bowe and McDonald's USA LLC and Dan Olson from Upstream Design Group on behalf of the petitioners for property located at the southwest corner of McKinley Road and First Avenue be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendations of the Plan Commission, and the conditional use permit be granted with the following 4 conditions. 1, completion of the roadway and right-of-way improvements as recommended by the city engineer. 2, installation of noise-limiting technology on the drive-through speaker equipment. 3, all exterior lighting to be shielded and directed downward. And 4, provision of a cross-access easement to the commercially zoned property to the south. And the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson. I will say that myself, Commissioner Gainier, and Commissioner Barron did attend that meeting, and I thought that McDonald's did a really good job of explaining what they were planning on doing there and addressing all of those conditional things. They mentioned each one of them and how they plan to attack each of it, and I was really impressed by what they had to say.
I was also, but, you know, with all the blow up on Facebook during the week, I was expecting there to be 50 people here complaining. There was not one person that complained, and there wasn't one person that came up and was in support of it either, so.
Yeah. I've said a few times that I don't think companies like McDonald's or Walmart or whoever make these decisions by mistake. If anything, I see it as an opportunity for there to be more development on that south side, that you put a McDonald's there and the next thing you know, there's one or two other businesses, and it can really help to revitalize that part of our city. So I thought it was,
I wish we'd have done a better job on the one that we have on the north side, though.
and I think lessons were learned there, and our planner and
mean,
engineer, I thought, did a good job in working to make sure that we alleviate those.
Well, it's better than it was before, but it's not perfect.
Yeah. So, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of the Plan Commission meeting held on Monday, February 23rd, 2026, considering the conditional use permit for a living space above an existing detached garage from Laura and Brenda Nash for property located at 622 Chapel Street be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendations of the Plan Commission and the conditional use permit be granted and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Can I get a second? Commissioner Gainier. This was at the same one, and I had the same remarks in regards to it. The Nashes are planning on doing with that, and in both cases, I forgot to mention, it was unanimous vote for both of these. So, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye. All right, so just real quick, I appreciate your words, Wayne. One thing I would like to reiterate is the Business Development District is one idea that would have allowed for a beginning to some property tax relief, but it would have also served to free up funds for other projects as well. And with some of the comments I've gotten since pulling that off, I just want to reiterate that that doesn't mean that we're slowing down on any of those projects. We'll continue to look for different ways of funding them. We'll continue to plan for them and hopefully be able to continue to grow our city. But I do appreciate your remarks, Wayne. And with that, I will ask for a meeting to adjourn.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that this regular meeting be adjourned.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Eichelkraut? Roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye. All right, thanks, everyone.
Good night, Brent.
Tom, I need to talk to you for a second.
All right.